Greetings, changing times. We're here with you, and it's African History Month. They say Black History. We need to change that. I keep saying it. We need to change that. It's African History. African History Month in February in the U.S. and African History in Europe. It's October. So there we go. We need to change it, not to Black History, from Black History. We can say African Black History, but we need to change it. So that's what I'm saying. I've been saying it too many times. Greetings.
Yesterday we were at war. Now today we are at peace. Yesterday we were enemies. Now today we are friends. 'Cause there is in the city, said there is peace in the city. I see brothers greeting brothers, I see sisters greeting sisters, and all those long lost friends coming together again, 'cause there is peace in the city, said there is peace in the city. We don't want no more wars, we don't want no fuss and fight. It is time to come together, it is time for us to unite, 'cause there is in the city, said there is peace in the city. Oh yeah. I see brothers greeting brothers, I see sisters greeting sisters, and all those long lost friends coming together again, 'cause there is peace in the city, said there is peace in the city. We don't want no more wars, we don't want no fuss and fight. It is time to come together.
Yes, it's not a subject or feeling that due to reggae we haven't addressed or we don't address. It's not. So anybody thinks that we just voiced that yesterday for what is taking place, you're sadly mistaken. And that's an African American Muslim, Abdullah. Hey boy. Now listen to what has been taking place, what is being taking place, and people are talking about and arguing and getting very hot underneath the collar about the two parties. Why is they're acting like mafia? Because the man from over there in Jerusalem, Palestine, tell them, say, watch, this is what I'm going to do. So he's forewarned them, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to assault those people in Yemen, in Lebanon. You see? I'm going to send my troops in there, and we're going to go for the bad man, them, the elect, and assassinate them. See? Now, this is terrible. I'll come back to that, but we have to deal with ourselves first, right? So listen to what's happening to our young men, African men, even women.
The labor system that took shape in the late 19th century developed coercive means to ensure that cotton remained king. It was called convict leasing. Get arrested on a minor charge or a trumped-up charge, you could find yourself locked up and then hired out to a corporation bidding on inmate labor. The pipeline from prisons to profits in this country has deep roots.
The aftermath of slavery was in some ways worse than slavery itself. Unlike before, when someone who owned you, driving you too hard was counterproductive because you would lose your investment. Convict leasing was different. You could get them cheaper, and if you actually drove them to death, there was more where that came from.
In the 13th Amendment, which ends the institution of slavery, of course, there is a loophole. Convicts who have been convicted of a crime, they actually can be forced to work for free.
In Alabama in 1850, 99% of the people who were incarcerated were white. In Alabama by the 1880s, 85% of the people incarcerated were black. So we could have a debate about how many of those black people were actually innocent, or we could have a conversation about the use of the criminal justice system to target both the innocent and the guilty alike. That continues all the way to the present, where even today, about just under 40% of the nation's prisoners are black, and yet the African American population's about 13%. They are snatching up bodies everywhere to fuel this system.
The idea in which more money can be made out of their incarceration is still very much part of our criminal justice system.
Now, this is what actually happens. So you hear from the 1800s to 1880, 80%, and right now, it's 40%, and it's only 13% of the population. So sometimes when people are watching what we call it gridiron football, we watch convicts. Yeah, you understand? And all those wonderful roads and those clean swamps and those huge farms. It's us. You see, seriously. And many areas that them remove snakes and everything from the swamps. It's prisoners. It's African American prisoners. And the roads, man, and breaking stone. Yeah, stones, Quarry work still happens. You understand? It still happens. And a lot of other disgusting things. But yet still people are arguing. And one lot want to be, what them call themselves? They want to be native Indians. Yeah. And they're so hostile about it. It's strange. Johnny Clark, come here.
African roots, just call me African roots. Please call me African roots. Just call me African roots. I was born and raised in the ghetto.
And another thing that's I recognize during this weekend, there's some of us that don't want to associate, through them out anyway, with certain areas of Africa. They're saying specifically that they come from this region, and to hell with the others. Yeah. So, I listen carefully and think like, why would you want to talk like that? And then when we look on the map, you see, the areas that they saying is more Muslim than the areas that they wanna that they do recognize. So I'm asking myself, is it because of that? But then last night now, someone that was thinking like me was in the chat, and the person asked, can it be made clear why you're making this distinction in relation to the motherland? And the person was so upstart and everything, and start cuss and so forth. And the person, nobody's there, you know. The person's in the chat. They just type the thing. So I wanted to know why the person gets so irritated. And then somebody said something, and they were supporting him anyway. They feel the same way. So they start saying these mother da Muslims and everything. And I thought, damn. Right? So they don't want to be in an area, even if their grandparents them come from this, right? They don't want to be in an area where, where they say that they belong, in Nigeria, it's Muslim and others. See? So I'm waiting to see if they can say which tribe they're thinking that their ancestors come from. And then I'm going to go up on them channel and show them, say, this is a shock to your system. Your great, 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 great ancestors were Muslims. What you going to do now? Hey, there's some ignorance we are working with. And the people who have started this ignorance, they deliberately done it, and they know how to do it because they know that mental division, and not just physical borders and everything, rules, because no one knows what to agree on. So you're just going to argue. But if them look across and see that Gambia, a great number was taken from Gambia, and what we call Zambia also, which is way over the other side, and the Congo, and Zaire. Because we have to understand that the strength and the size of the people is what they also chose. They didn't just take any and anybody, and people with skills and talents. See, people keep, I don't know, understand if we really does do the homework, the work, and liaise with the Caribbean islands who have records. And it's not very difficult, you understand, because there's not great deal of space that you're going to just say, yo, this thing is taking too long. Yeah, they do make you wait long, but there is some records. And in Africa, there is records also. But we have to make connection and then liaise with the culture de Tache and these people. I mean, it's what we have to do. And then you find that the people who actually got there first, it's not an Arab discussion, not Arab talking, because Africa was Africa. All of what we call Middle East is Africa. So that's got to be dispelled. We don't want no so alleged historians who haven't traveled and haven't got a scout that can translate or read for them and communicate for them. It's a nonsense. So now we've come to a time and a space and an age. We're going to create this racial dogma. Not that it's not important, but you have to have a structure. And the structure is not that we are against everybody, because everyone has been against us. We have to also recognize that what we know and we've been experiencing as racism was not something that was running back then. And come to terms with this fact that when people have them little row and so forth, and them go into fisticuff, the ones them who is allegedly victorious, sometimes them control the whole region, or another time them just take what they want. Them take women and maybe some men. But if they have the capacity to manage the whole place, they manage that country, that precinct. And other times, them just take all the women them. Or the women them that they like, whatever the case is. But they take people as servitude slaves. That's it. It was something that was very common. Africa is not exempt from these things. You understand? Somebody come and give you a bloody nose today, couple months, maybe a year, a few days later, you go back and you and them have it out. You come with your troops, catch them off guard, or the two of you meet up someplace and want to go at it. That happened a lot. It's not just Genghis Khan and these Alexanders and these Romans and everybody else. But they were accustomed doing these things, those others. It wasn't a customary thing for Africans. That's factual. But man, you had a fight and I win. Star. Maybe I like you like your women then. Maybe I like your queen. Whatever the case is, I'm snatching her. And sometimes we don't do none of that. Right? We just have to obey to whatever rules we have. Read African history. So let's get back over now to Zambia and what it's trying to say. These Europeans, these Portuguese, are the Portuguese that was in Africa enough time and long time. And we have to be careful when we are sprouting this Arab thing. Because you have Morocco right this and they have a dress wear, And you have these Portuguese that have a dress wear that is very similar to Arab or Muslim attire. And since they were there first, they actually learned how to communicate with a lot of our people. And they were transporting people out of Africa long time. Now, what is actually going on here? I'm telling you, even in the advent of us being in Spain, the Europeans, through what the Portuguese were doing, were capturing us. Yes, and turning us into slaves. You know, working the land and blah, blah, blah. The Portuguese. So by the time the Spanish look up and them speak the same language, that became the time that they exited the Africans from Spain. Read, do your research. And you're African Americans, isn't it about time you just leave there and go over to Spain? But don't get angry when you see what the Muslims develop in Spain, and don't get angry when you find out that the Renaissance was what the Africans bought. Be proud, right? And then know that there's a lot of Africans, hundreds, thousands, by the Spanish, was taken into what you call Mexico today. First, it was in that area where you call San Antonio, right? And then when you visit Mexico, have a look at them as you should see the Greeks and their naffy here and their broad nose, their ancestries, the people that you don't want to know right now, some of you, and you call yourself Pan-African because they're not albinos, but they're generational mix. And that Menelik coal is still there. It's only in the summertime that the Menelik come up and they're so brown. Outside of the summertime, you cannot tell. Right? They look 100% Caucasian. But when you look at their hair, you think like, hold on a second. They got naffy here. Even the women. It curls up in the summer. No matter how them straighten it, in the summertime, it just curl up. But that's generation. And if you speak to many of them, they don't have a hang-up. We who's supposed to be trying to get ourselves free and see about reparation, but also see about integrating ourselves mentally into Africa. We're creating skirmishes, mental skirmishes elsewhere. This is so wrong. And it's not going to lead anywhere. And distort our children and our grandchildren. We ain't going to be advancing. We got to realize that other people have paved the way. We should come here right now, stand here right now, and be an obstacle to ourselves.
African roots, just call me African roots. Please call me African roots, just call me African roots. born and raised in the ghetto with the blood of African roots. So you can always call me African roots. Just call me African roots. Just call me African roots. Please call me.
And what you all need to understand also and realize that what we call Kenya, Uganda, Buganda, Zambia, Zaire, and Angola, and Mozambique, those warriors, those people there fought. You understand? Them never just roll over or stood up. They fought. Their warrior tribes came together and they fought. Yes. Read the history of the Mau Maus in Kenya, because they fought long. And in this time, they've actually took the British to court. And they've salvaged here and there. Because they weren't proved, they proved that the British were guilty, such and such and such. Listen, man, people. Huh? And then one of the biggest fight that the British and the Boers joined forces, even though the British were fighting the Boers for control of what them call South Africa. Them had to align themselves to one another to be able to overcome the Zulus. Yo, this segregation that you all want, that's nonsense. Huh? Now, Nigeria have Mandingos. Yes. Very, very, very powerful, a very, very powerful tribe of people. But you see Zaire, Angola, Tanzania, Zambia, the Mozambique, and Kenya. We're talking about warriors here. Well-trained, well-orchestrated people. Never stop fighting. They didn't just let the Portuguese had their way. Huh? But when the musket, when that ball-bearing thing that we call a gun, that's called a musket, was now fashionable for the Western man, now we got caught. Yeah, that thing came into play. It's called a musket, you Americans. You understand? It looked like a funnel, the front of it, that eventually became the shotgun. Okay? All right. You understand? Huh? And down there in South Africa now, the area them call South Africa, it vexed now about the Bantus. Huh? The Bantus, along with others, were well structuralized. Well structuralized. It took a lot of guns, and it took a merger of two Western nations to halt the Zulus. Yes, and other tribes that merged together. Don't forget that. But the key architects in organizing the defense of the peoples, one of the architects were the Bantus. But the strategists were the Zulus. And then you have the Mau Maus. And then you have the, what them call them ones there, in Kenya and Tanzania and Buganda. The Maasais. Stop it, you people. Stop it. And for how much centuries Ethiopia was not conquered and captured by the West? Yeah, I think so that Africa was just sitting there and say, oh, okay, Bwana, No, stop it. Huh? You know how long Sudan has been fighting the British? Or the British were fighting the Sudanese? And then to partition them from what them call Egypt today? Yo, listen, you people you need to do some work and stop cussing and everything and do some work and stop speculating. This speculating nonsense, and spend so much time about Moors. Yo, Moors never run Africa. The Moorish kingdom is Morocco. Let it be understood. But the Europeans, particularly the Spanish and the Portuguese, them call we Moors. Right? So you have Moor and Moorish. You understand? Nobody went around calling people Negroes and all of that. I don't know where you all picked that up from. That's later in the day, man. So back down there, nobody's calling nobody Negroes and all of that stuff. You understand? Blacks, Sudanese, Ethiopians. That's the reference point. And Moors. Do you understand? You go to Morocco right now, these people are going to be like, what are you people talking about? You're building a nation and a kingdom and a religion and customs and all kind of stuff like this that the people are going to ask you, what the hell are you lot talking about? Where'd you get it from? Have you spoken to any of us over here? And then maybe you know that they're responsible for kidnapping our highly educated people from Mali and Niger, all around those precincts, those Moroccans. They're guilty of it. But they will laugh today and they will tell you, and they will take you to their libraries and places like that and show you that these volumes here was written by such and such and such and so forth. You understand? And then you ask them, what did they do? He said, oh, they wrote beautifully, they recited beautifully, and this kind of stuff. And it's not that it was wrong, that they're wrong, but then you can say, well, don't you think what your people did was wrong? And they said, true to the time and the season, yeah, but no. We were lacking the knowledge. Right? And some of you came and went back. But we needed to keep some of you here. Because we didn't have that knowledge. And we wanted it. We wanted to learn. And that's how they speak today. You understand? The people that call themselves saintly people, the people that call themselves Mr. Righteous, and that's how they speak. And you can go across to Egypt and their classics there, and their historians, and their libraries, and their museums, they'll tell you the same. But no, we're not talking about where the pharaohs are about. We're talking about everyday people. And what I mean by everyday people, we just park up the pharaohs for a second. Right? Because the minute we get into that, then you're going to start saying all sorts. So you have to ask England, this influx of Mediterranean stock or people that came from the Levant, as in Iraq, Iran, these places, how did those people get placed within the continent? Now, we're not talking about what you all call Arabia and Saudi Arabia and all that, because it was all Africa. Trust me. Right? You have to ask England. And what did you all do? And why did you do that? Well, what did you all do? Bringing all these people into Kemet, into what we call Libya, Algeria, Martin is kind of mixed up, but Morocco, Algeria, Libya, and Egypt. And Tunisia. Huh? Do you understand? Ask them. Because you can't find the darker shade of pale in numbers in Algeria, in Morocco, in Libya, or in Egypt, or in Tunisia. So something drastically happened on a racial bias. You have to ask the British. Yes. Yes. And then later on, around the 20s, ask the Germans. The Germans and the British again, because they had their eugenics program or experiments taking place in Namibia. Huh? You understand? Seriously. So it's important that we do things, we look at things, and we investigate, not speculate. Johnny Clark, me done with you? Is I done with you? Right. So we want to go to the League of Nations that become the United Nations, and look at how they disrespect us. Whilst we are out here arguing and disrespecting ourselves, and we got an African American, maybe she call herself Black American, right? Don't know, right? Leading the way. And then we got Mr. Robert Mugabe, way back then, even Nelson Mandela, even Nkrumah, everybody was saying we need a permanent seat after how they treated His Imperial Majesty Selassie I of Ethiopia, how they treated him, and also how they treated from Buganda, Amin, and then how they treated Gaddafi. They treated all African presidents that came to that place with a lot of noise and got up and walk out and leave them there to talk to themselves. Yeah. Because you know what? We're moral giants. Maybe you all don't realize that. We're not warmongers. We look for moral references, moral principles, right? We do. We do. It's when you push us and push us and push us and push us that there's nowhere else to go. That, like, we're trapped. That's when we try to get out. Right? You understand? This is what happens. So what does God do to us? We're not warmongers. Do we have weapons of mass destruction? Do we seek weapons of mass destruction? No. Please pay attention.
The bosses in the Security Council say you shall never have the powers that we have as permanent members. And we have asked and asked and asked.
Remember, he's in his grave, right? What is it that we're doing to make our children understand yesterday, so we can fix tomorrow's tomorrow? You understand? And one of the things to fix is ignore their racial disease and move forward, strive forward. Ignore trying to be a party to them. You understand? They have problems. We're not the physicians for them. God is the physician, not us. Being among them and discussing this crap with them and associating our souls with them, it corrupts us. Because we don't know the game. We don't know the game or the rules of the game. Because the game they play. And what it does, it makes us stagnant. It makes us disagreeable. And then we allow them to be our tutors. So now what do they call Africa? The criminals. Corrupt. When there's an issue, you see how quick the same United Nations send their troops and everybody to deal with something or to find and arrest that person. Now, there's murder here by the hundreds of thousands. Huh? Do you understand? By the thousands. Vicious murders. The courts call it genocide and everything else. Have they sent the United Nations peace groups to separate these people to ensure that the Palestinian people get medication and food and water and everything? No. Have they insisted that this action cease? No. What do? They vote. You get a miraculous vote numbers, but here comes 3 out of the permanent 5. They veto, 2 vetoes, and the rest abstain. So even though there's 100 vote to a ceasefire, nothing happens. I'm always trying to figure out how the hell this works. And these are the same people that preaches and beat up other countries because they're saying that they're not democratized. And they breach international human rights. These same people. And we have been listening to these things for years and years. And now we've come of age. Now we're starting to argue among ourselves that this one is an Indian, this one is this one have nothing to do with this part of the continent. Wait a minute. So all those exercises that our ancestors were working for us, their children and grandchildren, to actually experience freedom in our existence, we have neglected? I mean, are we getting a fistful of dollars? Or a few dollars more? Nothing. So that's why I went to the prison and say, well, show me what it is, or explain to yourselves what it is that you have done for your cousins, your nephews, your brothers, your uncles in the last 70 years. And while you're thinking about it, just visit one penitentiary, Louisiana, that they call Little Angola, right? And Angola is Africa. Now you have to ask yourself, why do they nickname the Louisiana Penitentiary Angola? I ain't gonna work it out for you, African Americans. You're too bright already. Work it out for yourself, dumbasses. Mr. Mugabe, step up.
The bosses in the Security Council say you shall never have the powers that we have as permanent members. And we have asked and asked and asked. And asked and asked. Reform the Security Council.
We are exposing the frailties, the weak and the frailties of us human beings. The European Caucasian detests that. If we play like clowns, what they're projected as clowns, around with them, it's okay. But they know that we'll do that for a minute, and that's it. So they select from among us those who wish to be stooges. And even if it is ones that do not wish to be stooges, they work so hard on them or on us so they have something banked that they'll tell us, if you don't do this, you don't do that, we will show this or we will say that. And that's unfortunate, because When you lie with fleas, it must be fleas that you catch. If you walk in shit, it's shit that you're going to smell of. And some of us, because we're not exchanging, we're not building, we're not referencing yesterday's errors or yesterday's experiences. Because everybody wants to have everything that the Caucasian has. It's unfortunate. At home, the regular attire is European. Suits. In a hot country. And we have our own, across the 53 countries, our own national attire. Everything similar, because we're not stupid. But yet still, we become domicile, because we have to show the Western man that I am with you, Bonner. And they will come to Europe and buy crocodile skin shoes when our own people can make shoes sharp, very attractive, with their own leather. But they take our leather from our animals and take it back to their countries and then inflate whatever they think it's supposed to be, and we go and purchase it. Now, instead we put on our jelly beer, we go over there and buy suit and shirts and ties, you know. So when they see us, they know they don't have to work too hard. Because we're showing them. Just like this woman in the United Nations. We all say, yes, her job. But does she show that she's human? She behaves like she's a robot. No sensitivity. Her morals have left her skull. Her ethics and principles have left her being. Her emotions does not represent her relatives. But yet still, we're seeing a shell it's wrapped with melanin. Personally, someone should ask her, do you pray before you go to your bed? And do you sleep? Do you pray before you go to your bed? And do you sleep? How comfortable are you as a human being? That's it. We don't have to say, how comfortable are you as a black woman? No, as a human being. How comfortable. Because somebody shut them eye. That don't mean see them asleep, you know. See? That doesn't mean that. Doesn't. We have to be very careful. You understand? So, Johnny Clark may give you already. Just Stitch. Yeah, we have to look for what is Just Stitch. What? Oh, Johnny Clark and Just Stitch. Nah, man, Just Stitch you by yourself. Greedy girl. She's a greedy woman. And she not make no money from it, you know. She just get her own job, man. The same job. But she go on like what? She want to keep that forever. You understand? I don't know, man. I don't know. They just do more than they should, and they don't turn around and say, you know, this is terrible. We should be doing other things. And the way she speak of Africa, like, yo, your ancestors don't come from Africa, and you don't have nothing to do with the Africans. not, yeah.
one is called The Greedy Girl. Lead up a trap a man called Orange Andy. About a woman who is Candy.
She want to live in my own. She want my money.
Watch that. Yeah. A shiny girl is a trouble to a man. A shiny girl is a trouble to a man. She want and she want and she want everything. Say she want down and she want down. She want run down. But she can't use naughty J.
You see, and the other thing is now, she go to school, go to university, educate herself. We're not undervaluing that. But it's her moral principles. Yes. Because that's what God Almighty has awarded the Africans. Huh? And she's human. Also, her ancestors, her family, her relatives were slaves. What? Were they house Negroes? Were they? And even if they were still slaves. They're still slaves. So she know the true experience. Huh? So because she went to high school, then she went to college, then she went to university, does that mean there's such a big distinction that we should be undervalued because she's with supremacy? No, that's ignorance. Du Bois did too much of that. Too much of that. All he had to do was embrace Marcus Garvey and others. He didn't. He didn't. He's too busy with the way he could speak English grammar and the way he can project himself and the type of body language that he was taught. So he come with a thing they call eloquence. Everybody else was meant to be dumb. As far as he concerned. The way they were branded and trained. Yes. But only if he just came off that pillow and spoke to the others, and embraced Marcus Garvey and help him. Not undervalue him and undermine him. Only God Almighty know where we would have been today. But he didn't do that. Didn't do that. So what knowledge did he have that he used? He had great knowledge, but he didn't use any. For his family or for us. That's a crying shame. And now we're back at that same stumbling block, arguing and remonstrating among ourselves instead of positioning ourselves. But when it comes to basketball, football, plain amusement, we let a coach, an organization, tell us exactly what to do, and we do that and more. But the people who are doing this is not like us. So we have an inferior and a superior perplex. We like slavery. We do. Seriously. Because if we didn't, we won't behave like that. We need to know and teach one another what freedom tastes like. Because to me, that's how we would stop being fools. Stop being so dumb. All the domestic appliances across the world were invented by African slaves. Iron board, iron, toothpick, everything. And cleaning utensils, etc., etc., etc. You keep going and keep going. And you say to yourself, wait a minute. People that was used and abused and domestic appliances internationally was invented. All of them was invented. Telephone, traffic light, all these things. Everything to make life easy for people. Because with traffic light, you control the flow of the traffic, you prohibit accidents and so forth, and control the rushing and everything else. telephone, you're able to speak to people in a far distance. Huh? You understand? Now you have to ask yourself, how did these people get to think like that? What was happening? They were experiencing that thing that we want to all feel called freedom. And they could exude within their consciousness and their faculties. You understand that God has given all of us. Huh? And true, nobody was calling them wogs and blah, 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 and mistreating them and beating them up. Right? They felt good with themselves, and they just grabbed their fingers, everything, and things around them, and made use of it. And their thoughts. You think they were reading something? If they were reading something, that means they didn't invent anything. The thing was already there. No. It came out of them. Are we not thinking? Are we not thinking? Seriously. We're waiting for other people to attribute something to us. Why would they do that? And that's one of the reasons why we have to be looked at. Because the people them know. Left alone, these people are geniuses. But we're not creating weapons and stuff like that for mass destruction. We're not. So they say if we can enhance them, right, everything will be all right. But don't let them loose. That's it. That's why it's us and them. Or them and us. So the experiences, we'll find God somehow, because that's the only salvation we understand. The other one, that relationship doesn't work. Freedom, the taste can't work with man. So we look for spiritual, harmonious freedom with the Almighty. Can you blame us? Can you blame us? That's what man is supposed to do anyway. But we do that naturally. And some of us do it naturally, but then we are forced because of conditioned circumstances in the society that we find ourselves within. Always being afraid. Yeah? So let us work. Hey, Charlie Chaplin, where I say, come here. Come, Chaplin. When I go to church, that Chaplin. Rasta Chaplin.
Oh, this one dedicated to all of the man them who sniff them liquor this and sniff them liquor that. Well, me assure you say drugs is a disgrace and it a take over the whole of the place. Jano, racism, fascism, innocent killing, cocaine, blood stain and heroin.
Yeah, me I tell you already, you know, this not a subject, a topic, an incident that happen in the world of people that reggae music do not, and the artists them do not address. You understand? Yeah, man. We good. Till we can't good no more at it. See? Now listen, Chaplain, and we now go to church.
Oh, this one dedicated to all of the man them who sniff them liquor this and sniff them liquor that. Well, me assure you say drugs is a disgrace and it a take over the whole of the place. Jano, racism, fascism, innocent killing, cocaine, blood stain and heroin smoking, malicious, gluttonous and covetous, envious, vigorous, very dangerous, humiliate, less faith and pay pirate, eat food, go to bed, no prayers, no grace, them no have no class, them no have no taste, them a use drugs and a mash up the place, say me afraid of you, say drugs man, say me afraid of you. Lord, but you know dread. Say every man have a right to decide his own destiny. Yeah. But soon they will find out Chaplain is the real revolutionary. So me no go no dance around. Me no drive no car, no do no slam. Me no eat no flowers to play. I'm the lightest nation of Indian. This nation that a black man, the king for the animal that a lion. Me know no history but Zion. Purest water, river Jordan, who control island of Caribbean. Wickedest soldier, Egyptian. Me afraid of you.
Chaplain.
Say dogs man, say me afraid of you. Lord,
move it.
Some dull, some sharp, some dance style. When come a dance, all me know if it talk. Look some me park at the DJ attack. Put a Chaplain lad at the DJ bar. Lone Ranger no blind to wear him mask just because him hide them cat. Stand up on a big white house, so look out for when them trouble a pass. Afraid of you.
Chaplain.
Say drugs man, say me afraid of you. Lord. So racism, fascism, innocent killing, cocaine, blood stain and heroin smoking, malicious, gluttonous and covetous, envious, vigorous, well dangerous, humiliate, less faith and pay pirate, eat food, go to bed, no prayers, no grace, so no have no class, so no have no taste. Them a use their drugs and a mash up the place. The only thing I tell you that them accumulate is a maga body and one big bony face. Say me afraid of you, drugs man, Papa Chaplin, afraid of you, mash it. Me say me afraid of you, drugs man, make me tell you, say me afraid of you. So let me tell you, say me afraid of you. La, say me no take no drugs, we go booze up myself and I go on like a Heineken, no back up and shell. Me come in at the place and me nice it up, just so that see the people them just a do bubble up. Then grab them liquor and them start the sub, and then them hold them girlfriend and then them hug her up. Me say me afraid of you, drugs man, Papa Chaplin, afraid of you. And so me say me afraid of you. La, so me no go no dance around. Me no drive no car, no do no song. Me no eat no flowers strictly. I'm the lightest nation of Indian, strongest nation that a black man, the king for the animal that a lion. Me do no history about Zion, purest water river Jordan, the biggest soldier Egyptian who control island Arabian. Me afraid of you, hey, dogs man, me afraid of you. La, Papa Chaplin, afraid of you. From dusk till dawn, say me afraid of you. Me have to rock and come on, come me afraid of you. Me have to call me salon, come me afraid of you. Do it, yeah, no man afraid of you. So me say rock it, me say rock it. So me say skank it, make me skank it. And me say don't beat, make you don't beat. Can't kill yourself, me rub it, me say rub it. That drugs man can't stand. Inna this ya Armageddon. Now we righteous man have to stand. And
Yes.
this one have to reach no bound.
Rasta Chaplin, Charlie Crucial Chaplin, you know, you can't find another one like him. Zane. Rasta Chaplin, I tell you, I'm afraid of you. We afraid of you. You see? No matter what you come with. Yeah, Charlie Crucial Chaplin, I tell you now. Think a joke, a serious thing. You know, Charlie Crucial Chaplin. So we want to exit. We want to tell you something that we never tell you for a long time. You know, we have a program, a internet program called Front Room. You understand? Front Room. And Front Room is African Caribbean, you know, and Front Room did it to give us some independence on the internet, you know, Front Room. So why you Yankee man them as well, you know, check out the Front Room. You see, go up on the Front Room, and now it's African History Month and everything. Just go up there and see what is there, and don't try to put no profanity up there, because, you know what I mean, the minute you're coming with it, the minute it gone, because we're not the owners them not entertain nothing like that, and nothing can pass through and it appear that is by accident. Nah. You understand? A person who try to do something like that knows precisely what they're doing. They have an intention. That's why they did it. You understand? So the brothers them is up front, you know, because we need to keep our dignity, right? But it's called Front Room. So it is the 3 W's, frontroom.link, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Frontroom.link, LINK. And you're in there, you just do your thing, and you have your page. You know the thing them call Facebook. It's like that, you know what I mean? But it's ours. You have business listing, you have discovery, you have news feed, you have market, you have profile, popular posts, right? Articles, event, pages, groups, albums. Listen, man, you name it there, and we represent education. When I talk it, we represent education. You know, so you have space to put up your work, contribute to African diaspora or African base on the continent education. Because if we don't inform ourselves, who will wait for? Someone else to do it for us? You understand? So my page, my front, no, let me show off my thing. I'm not going to show you all it because I can do that, but I'm not doing that right now because I didn't set up for that. I need to show people this brother from Congo that died yesterday, right? I need to show him in a second or two. But where am I? Move up, right? And through his African history, you know, Black History Month and so forth. I'm going to be big because I've got enough things to put up and enough documentation, quite a number of documentation to bring to the forefront. I have over 2,000 photos, yeah? Because you know, say a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. Yeah, man. So we have the beauty of Africa, right? You know, everything, right? And there's still lots more, I tell you, seriously, to come, right? So some of the teachers, them, right, in their own institution and everything, it helps them and it helps others all across the diaspora, right, to look at ourselves. They see something that they've seen before, and they see something that they never see before, and they see some things that inspire them to look, right, to advance themselves and looking at the continent, right, investigating the continent, speaking to people from the continent. So they have developed some good communication with other people about the continent. And some of them take up themselves and go to the continent. Yeah, because we always encourage, get your passport up to date and move. You know what I mean? Don't go over there about your childhood party. Go over there about you're trying to integrate and understand the laws of property and land and everything. So you're informed. You go to registry department. You know what I mean? You go to the parliament offices and everything. You know, go to side street and talk to somebody, right? Because you have to treat it the way we know home and everything. So now you have to go to the top tier, right? Government. You understand? And everyone can relate to us in the sense that they speak English. It's not something that we're going to find difficulties with when we go into these offices and everything. They speak English. You understand? Seriously. And some of them, they are extremely polite because they're not going to speak their language with somebody in your presence so now that we feel bad. You understand? Well, that's my experience anyway. And that's across Africa. That's not just one country, right? You know? And if you haven't encountered mosquitoes, then you might as well stay away there. You understand? And it's not to say that the place is like mosquito bad. No. In the event of going in a particular area and there is drains and so forth, right? Mosquito dead there. If you don't know them something there, right? Try and get to know it before you leave to go if you want to go. But don't just go and something like that happen and then you say, ooh, right? No, stop it, man. Right? You understand? But if you have this idea that you want to live like royalty, yeah, first class people and all that, don't bother go again because your mind is messed up. If you're gonna go there and think that you're in some middle class suburban area and the infrastructure is like AAA plus, forget it. You understand? Right? But if you want to go and eat good food and clean food and water and everything, and clean air and everything, well, run fast. Right? And you men, right? If you're on a lost thing, stay at home. Stay at home, because your head, you're just going to get dizzy. You're going to get dizzy, and you get yourself in trouble. Serious trouble. You understand? Because there's so much women, so much people, and if you dip on that, stay at home. Stay at home. You understand? Stay at home. So let me just give us some music now, and then we're gone. Cause we need to bring up Matumbo. Right? We need to bring up Matumbo.
This is a land of unity. Just stop the fight and you will see that you have love, peace and harmony. That you have love, peace and harmony. I see a sign on it's the rainbow. 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 The rainbow. The rainbow. The rainbow. The rainbow. The lion, the lion, the lion, the lion crowned the king. The lion crowned the king. The lion, the lion, the lion, the lion crowned the king. The lion, the lion.
Yes, man. Move it, move it, move it.
This is a land of unity. Just stop the fight and you will see that you have love, peace and harmony. That you have love, peace and harmony.
Move it, my brother. Come again.
I'm gonna keep them talking, keep them talking. Let them talk, let them talk. Let them slander my name and give me the blame. Let them talk, all the talk and talk. Let them talk. The wishes of the wicked can't prevail. Oh, yeah. Let them talk, let them talk. Let them slander my name again and again. Let them talk, all the talk and talk. Let them talk, and just no shadow of the dark. Oh, yeah.
See, bad-minded people. Come again. A Black History.
Why keep a good man down when he can help you out? You may be down someday and he'll show you the way, 'cause never ever play the fool. Live by the golden rule and you will reach your goal. You reach your goal someday.
It's called sharing. I never know that I have some students there, Birmingham and in place, they listen to me and try choreograph my selection. Yo, when I must register, Errol Crucial Dunkling, come here.
The old town talking about you and your new guy. You're flying high now in your single world. But they're gonna need me. But they're gonna need.
Away I say, come again.
Why birds follow spring like the sun follows the rain.
Register and stop being, you understand me? Register, man. You sneak, sneak, sneak. I tell you, if you don't follow me, you fall in a ditch. Watch it. Yo, Ja artist. Ja artist. Come on, man. You know,
Birds follow spring like the sun.
Stop it. Stop it. You're too good, man. Stop it! Hey, boy. Artist. Listen, listen. Watch it, man, I tell you. Yo, Mr. Gibbs. Artist. Sing, sing, sing. Selection, man, may I tell you. Artists. Easy, easy, easy. Listen.
That change is gonna come, not only just for some, but for all my brothers and sisters on this land. I know this will be not only for a day, but for always, always. I said I know it's gonna come, yeah, forever we won't. We have been waiting so long, but hold on, brothers and sisters, hold on. Survival is not only.
Yeah, you're good in your body must make other work.
Look in every corner, check out every.
Yo, Marcia, you still there? Come here. What a sound, sweetie.
Look in every corner, check out every town. But when I check a stop, not one of them around. Tell me
Where the
where
good man them gone?
are all the good men gone?
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
See it? Them in love with me. Come here. Artists. Listen.
Living ain't easy. Let me tell you now. Children having children, all of them are crying. But everything is hand to mouth when you check it out. So if you don't work hard, you'll never live it out. Some of them want it, can't get it now. But you get it, still want it.
Sing.
What a confusion, bad vibration. Living ain't easy.
One great musical band, Mighty Soul Syndicate. I tell you no, mighty, mighty, mighty Soul Syndicate. Come again.
What a weeping and a wailing for fighters fighting. The whole world is vibrating. Racial discrimination, nation against nation, killing each other. Rebellion.
Anna that man, come again. I'm telling you. Version, come here.
Rebellion.
Artists.
What a weeping and a wailing for fighters fighting. The whole world is vibrating. Racial discrimination.
when I have nothing to do with what going, but them yet still the one block with some going some places. Come here, man. Aisha. Yeah. Can't stop loving you.
In my hometown lives a quiet girl. Together we always seem to be. We were just good friends. But then deep within my heart was a saying to be closer together, for we might love one another.
Aisha.
Let's be closer together.
She said, I love you, and at last my heart was telling me, be closer together, 'cause we must love one another.
Yes, man. I tell you, man. Yo. For what you're about to receive, may the Lord make this one truly thankful. Come here.
They took us away from our father's land and brought us to slave on their wicked land. They made us work all day and night with no freedom and no rights. With no freedom and no rights to us.
See, so Rasta cry for our freedom and rights as children of the slaves. You understand? Are we wrong? No, Star. You see what I mean? So they want to transform reggae, lock down our studios, and deplete and come with some vulgarity and nastiness. That not work. Come here.
There is a city far beyond the Caribbean where there is no city wall. There is a green all around that city, outside the walls of Jerusalem. Upon that hill they crucified our God.
See, and we're going to have to help them people down this one across the way there, Palestine. Seriously. You see? We should have sent one of the group, a bunch of Rasta man them to write it, cross the soil. See? Naya Bingi. You understand? And wake the people them up. You understand? Because there's some people that are frightened. You understand? And I can't blame them, you know. But you see, if the soul is woken, you understand? I tell you, they would have to kill everybody. It would have to be a serious massacre, you know. And that Egypt, they might gang up to fight Ethiopia. And them right there. And they don't have no muscle, no intention of saving their own people, their own brothers and sisters in Islam. Terrible. Terrible. And we over here talk about racism. That's barbaric. See? You understand? Nothing you say is truthful. You're not sincere. You're blood stomach. Yeah? Why is this a go on? You gather up yourself for fight Ethiopia. Yeah? And the water from the Nile to the Nile is coming from Ethiopia. See? Understand the geography, man. Them never make it. A sweet stay. You understand? And if I was president, I'd have lock it off. Yeah? Bad-minded, ungrateful human beings. And the people that kill your people, your brothers and sisters, them, on your own border. And you're there watching. And it doesn't urge you to say, watch out, enough is enough. So you're a fraud. You want to fight someone that don't have nothing. But the people that have something, you don't fight them. You don't even try to fight them. You're a joke, man. Illness. Sickened people. Sick. You call Wayne Wade. Listen.
You, yabby yabby you, yabby yabby you. La 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 la. Everyone come to see Jah. You. Yabby, yabby, you.
We have to come back to you, Yabby. I'm Wade. Now listen this and don't get scared and understand the bars. See, you can't get this out of the toilet and the bedroom and all of these things and these little gizmo. You understand? Okay, you can't do that. You will not find this rhythm. You won't find this bass line. You won't find it. So listen, don't get scared. Call your pastor.
You, yabby, yabby, you.
Christian.
You,
listen.
Yabby, yabby, you. La 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 la. Everyone come to see Jah.
Listen.
You. Yabby, yabby, you. All over the world, all nations bow
the Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of Judah.
Let off.
You, you.
1, 2.
He's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of Judah. You, you.
Watch out, man. Hit it on the spot. Again.
All over the world, all nations bow before your glory. All over the world, all nations bow and give your praises.
Talk to him.
Yabby, for he's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of Judah. Yabby, he's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conquering.
Mr. Robbie Crucial Shakespeare.
We want freedom, we need freedom. Come let us chant to Jah. We need freedom, we need freedom. Come let us chant to Jah. Tell me brothers, tell me sisters, what's going on? Tell me sisters and tell me brothers, what's going on? You used to seem so gay and so bold. Why are you acting so cold? It hurts me so, it hurts me so, but I can't show it. Come let us chant to Jah, and meditate on life. Chant to Jah, and ask him for guidance. Whoa, oh freedom, oh freedom. Oh, we want freedom, we need freedom. In this year I war, we want freedom, we need freedom, and we're bound to get it. You used to seem so.
See, I will beg for it, you know. We're not fret, but we're beg for it. I tell you, long time. I mean, I want to pass out and when I reach it. I tell you.
Hey, you're the short man in your fuck it here, sir.
Jesus went into the mountain with his wife was revealed, and he began to speak with new meanings so very. He said, blessed are the poor, for they shall have food, and blessed are the merciful, and the pure in heart. There shall be no mercy for the persecutor, mercy in the dark. So let us give praise that children their soul be free.
Yes, sound man, you get licking it. I tell you. Come here. at a mighty tipper tone, you know. You get lick. Come here, boy. Me a tell you. Excuse me, what did you say? Come say it again. Stop it. May I tell you, mighty, mighty tipper tone. Come here.
Hooligan, stop for a while. Change your hooligan style. Don't fight your brother, you must use your head. Give a helping hand instead. Oh, what a great sensation when love is in your soul. Spread it across the nation.
Tipper tone is on your go. May I tell you, watch it, watch it. Yo. Set it. Set it, set it, set it. May I tell you, don't become miserable. Because you look for trouble. Artists, come here. Got to be going. Sleepy.
Said I'll be gone, 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 gone. Said I'll be gone, 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 gone. Before things go wrong down here. Said I'll be home, 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 with a little girl by my side.
Settle Aisha, because you know, say you're the one that's little. And you're always by my side. Come here. Watch it. Eh. Mighty tipper tone, you know. Tipper. Seeing tipper rock you. Come here. Rock you like you never rocked before.
Stayed in bed all morning just to pass the time.
Dennis Emmanuel Brown.
There's something wrong here, there can be no denying. One of us is stranging, or maybe we've just stopped trying.
Is it too late?
And it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Though we really did try to make it.
Settle Aisha.
Them things that we're gone, we're coming stronger, stronger than before. Hey.
Settle artist, man. I tell you, man, you're good, good, good. And you're old now. Come here again. Yeah.
Them things that we're gone, we're coming stronger, stronger than before. Hey, we're coming stronger than before. Cause we are core, we're coming stronger than before. Hey, come to settle the score. coming stronger than before. Cause we are hardcore. We coming stronger than before. Now we know we're friend from enemy anymore. Hey, 7-time rise and fall. Now go live my life with my back against the wall. Tribulation I must face, but Babylon now get me out of grace. You see, sir.
Sin, I will try to teach the youth them, but the whole man them when them come with them foolishness. You understand me? Stop it.
My soul, my heart overflows with emotions I just can't control. There's someone you are going to, but tonight I just can't tell right from wrong. Let me be yours until tomorrow.
Yo, you never put tomorrow down, man. Come here. Tell them.
If that gonna stand for dominate, and that gonna stand for dominate, but I will send I'm a full parents to love you, but I will send I'm a full parents to guide over you. There will be no mumbling and grumbling, 'cause I will take good care of you, 'cause it's been a long
Man called Anthony Ellis. May I tell you, come again. Last one of this. Jones, man, Jerry Jones. Come here. Classics. Number one classics, may I tell you. Serious thing. Easy, mommy and daddy. Ah, boy. We are Sebastian. Come dance with you. Oh, you mean? We are tell you. Wifey. Oh, me, oh, my. I tell you.
To make you laugh, I play the fool for you. Although the people
Easy, mommy, easy. Oh, gosh, man. Sweet tip of door.
to make you laugh, I play the fool for you. Although the people turn and stare, I'd give my everything to keep you, boy. Oh, it breaks my heart when you're not there.
Sing.
I'd stage a ballet on the tabletop. Come on, performance in the side. Though I ain't got no tune, my show won't fly. 'Cause I'd find the music in your eyes.
Sing.
Oh, me, oh, my, I'm a fool for you, baby. Oh, me, oh, my, when I'm crazy, crazy.
Yo, man, what you gonna do when we gone on? You know what I mean? Reggae music is a serious thing. So this happened to the last one of this segment, and then we're gonna play Matumbo. Come. Settle, daddy, settle with them big trousers you have there. Settle, mommy, easy. Come. the young people, if we not protect them, help them, guide them, tutor them, advise them, who's gonna do it? So we didn't give birth to the children them for other people to come take advantage of them and misuse them, inappropriate misuse of them. That's not part of the agenda. It's never. See? So we have to also look at this Middle Eastern something and see that children, people are being killed, but children, they're wiping them out. Because they know say this or tomorrow's tomorrow, And they know that the wrongs that they're doing, those children are going to grow up with hard hearts and look for revenge. And there's some families that they've wiped out completely, unless them have people them in Europe, us, people who are living in other precincts, right, across the continent. Maybe some is in Tunisia, Algiers, but it's sad. It's very sad, So we want to go down the road, and just make one understand, say that we, so we deal with a brother, one of my basketball brethren, father, family man from the Congo, a righteous man, dedicate his life to helping his family and his community and the great things, the good things that he's done for his country. He passed yesterday, so I have the privilege to play him. So come here. Tumbo, come up.
The work ethic that I learned, the way I was pushed and challenged mentally and physically to perform every day, to be ready for the game, I think it kind of helped me on a few things that I'm doing right now. Running a multi-million-dollar facility with a $40 million hospital that I'm building with 420 doctors and nurses. It's a big challenge. You're dealing with a facility where people are being born and people are dying and people are being sick. And so I see challenge from the day I wake up in the morning to the time I go to sleep. So I think a lot got to do with the preparation that I got by being a student athlete. I love Coach Thompson, period. I think a lot got to do because he played the role of the father figure to me. I think the great lesson you learn from him is that there's a life after the game and you have to be prepared. And the only way you can be prepared by being educated. Knowing that I did graduate from college, from Georgetown University, the institution that I love so much. I'm very proud to be a student athlete. We have gone and played ball and gone to class and study and graduate on time. And I think it's a great achievement. I always tell even my children today that there's a lot of skill come with being a collegiate athlete. I think it teaches you something. It teaches you about how to face the challenge when intention-wise, when you're playing in a dorm where there's 65,000 people watching you and you know that you have to deliver and the world is watching you. Not many people don't get that chance on their lifetime. So you get that chance so you better explore. I always say that the only way I would love to be remembered that I was one of those persons who contribute and who also made a difference in society. No.
Yes, true.
Hi, I'm Dikeme Mutombo, former student athletic from Georgetown University.
So we give thanks for that, and we have one more, and we're gone. Give thanks.
And West with a miss on the dunk shot. Akbar slashes in, and Mutombo denies him at the basket.
Seattle by 1. 10 seconds on the shot clock. John Kemp trying to do it one-on-one. Block by DeKembe. Reloads it. He knew DeKembe was there, and he wasn't even close on that shot.
Well, he handles him. He gives him a problem around the lane.
Here's Larry Brown's philosophy here tonight with McDaniel. He got the step rejected by Matumbo.
DeKembe, Marvin's an excellent help defender. He knows the defensive guidelines, and he is going to go to the front of that rim, any kind of penetration.
Good D by Jackson, but very nice.
Simpkins, and a great block by Matumbo.
Jim Jackson gives us the inches, but DeKembe Mutombo has his back.
Shrem gets the booze. He has been the villain physically of the Sonics. And Mutombo comes over to swat it away. Kendall Gill, Mutombo again takes care of that one.
And the first standing ovation in the first 42 seconds of the game.
Quick move by Hill. Mutombo with a little finger wave to the crowd. Leading shot blocker in the NBA. And the finish.
I think Mutombo just woke up. Came up with the little flipper, and DeKembe Mutombo eats that for lunch, and DeKembe not settling for just the defensive play.
2-point game for the Rockets. And better than 6 different shot clock and game clock. That's a pass to Swift. His shot was blocked by Mutombo. The fans want a goaltend. Blocked again by Mutombo. And the Rockets come up with it with 14 seconds left. Dikembe Mutombo has 4 blocks in the game. He got 2 on that play.
There's a beat. Jordan blocked away by Mutombo. Jordan lost that ball going up, but Dikembe right there, perfect timing on that block.
Running hook, blocked by Mutombo. Morning, blocked by Dikembe again.
That's the old Dikembe from 10 years ago.
Hoya paranoia.
Williams in the penetration, and it's knocked away by Mutombo, but into the hands of Peterson and Antonio Davis off the rim.
And West with the miss on the dunk shot. Knockbar slashes in, and Mutombo denies him at the basket.
Seattle by 1. 10 seconds on the shot clock. John Kemp trying to do it one-on-one. Block by DeKembe. Reloads it. He knew DeKembe was there, and he wasn't even close on that shot.
He handles him. He gives him a problem around the lane.
Here's Larry Brown's philosophy here tonight with McDaniel. He got the step rejected by Mutombo.
DeKembe, Marvin's an excellent help defender. He knows the defensive guidelines, and he is going to go to the front of that rim, any kind of penetration.
Good D by Jackson, but very nice.
Simpkins, and a great block by Mutombo.
Jim Jackson gives us the inches, but Dikembe Mutombo has his back.
Shrem gets the booze. He has been the villain physically of the Sonics. And Mutombo comes over to swat it away. Kendall Gill, Mutombo again takes care of that one.
And the first standing ovation in the first 42 seconds of the game.
Quick move by Hill. Mutombo with a little finger wave to the crowd. Leading shot blocker in the NBA. And the finish.
I think Mutombo just woke up. Came up with the little flipper, and DeKembe Mutombo eats that for lunch, and DeKembe not settling for just the defensive play.
2-point game for the Rockets. And better than 6 different shot clock and game clock. That's a pass to Swift. His shot was blocked by Mutombo. The fans want a goaltend. Blocked again by Mutombo. And the Rockets come up with it with 14 seconds left. Dikembe Mutombo has 4 blocks in the game. He got 2 on that play.
There's a beat. Jordan blocked away by Mutombo. Jordan lost that ball going up, but Dikembe right there, perfect timing on that block.
Running hook, blocked by Mutombo. Morning, blocked by Dikembe again.
That's the old Dikembe from 10 years ago.
Hoya paranoia.
Williams and the penetration, and it's knocked away by Mutombo, but into the hands of Peterson and Antonio Davis off the rim.
Gone from that. May God have mercy on your soul, my brother. Yes, I tell you.
Lands of prince, queens and kings. For me African roots I've been searching. Yeah. Lands of prince, queens and kings. For me African roots. Step Rasta stepping out of Babylon. And watch I stepping out of Babylon. And Rasta stepping out of Babylon. I'm coming home to the motherland. Rasta stepping out of Babylon. And watch I stepping out of Babylon. And Rasta stepping out of Babylon. I'm coming home to the motherland. Africa, I'm on roots and culture. But Babylon read it like a vulture. Stole my ancestral history and brought I in a slavery. But I know the truth. Move forward to my ancestral root. Way before slavery started. So let's depart it. Step Rasta stepping out of Babylon. And watch I stepping out of Babylon. A Rasta stepping out of Babylon. I'm coming home to the motherland. Step Rasta stepping out of Babylon. And watch I stepping out of Babylon. A Rasta stepping out of Babylon. I'm coming home. Sweet Africa, yeah. Land so fresh and clean. Mama Africa, I hear you calling me. Step Rasta stepping out of Babylon. I watch I step it out of Babylon. I Rasta step it out of Babylon. I'm coming home to the motherland. Step Rasta stepping out of Babylon. I watch I step it out of Babylon. I Rasta step it out of Babylon. I'm coming home to the motherland. Africa is some of the richest city. But we've been brainwashed, what a pity. They only show the nitty-gritty, never the fullness. Lands of prince, queens and kings. For me African roots I've been searching. Lands of prince, queens and kings. For me African roots. Step Rasta stepping out of Babylon. I watch I step it out of Babylon. I Rasta stepping out of Babylon. I'm coming home to the motherland. Step Rasta stepping out of Babylon. I watch I step it out of Babylon. I Rasta stepping out of Babylon. I'm coming home. Step I step it. Step I step it. Step I step it. Step I step. Step I step it. Step I step it. Step I Babylon. Motherland. Coming home. Africa. Sweet Africa.
Freedom, kindness, and knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and seek the pledges of God, and I'll be well. You understand? Seriously. But the world that we're seeing, it don't look good. And it's the people that the world, what is happening in the world, don't look good, don't sound good. So we have to say guidance.
You
guidance, emergency.